Hi. This week, first week back, first week of 2018, has been our week when we've been really trying to get to grips with doing our schedules. So we've got our new team in place, 11 people. Their induction starts in a couple of weeks. We are starting to offer capacity to the existing providers, and there are a number of people that we've been asked to support. And what we've been trying to do is put together the preferred availability of the people we've just recruited and what people who will be supporting need. And it's just been incredibly difficult. And I know that everybody who might be listening to this who's got experience with rotas will be either having empathy with me or thinking it's quite ridiculous that I could imagine it could be anything other than really hard. And I think it's been hard because we've been trying to make an existing, quite challenging process of doing rotas as person-centred as possible by finding out from our new colleagues what their preferred availability is. And I guess it's much easier just to go with what the individuals we're supporting need and then match people to that in whatever shift patterns are going to make sense to individuals. But of course we've been trying to do a process that works for the people we're supporting or about to support and works for our new colleagues too. But sometimes trying to make an existing process more person-centred is just too difficult, and we've made it even harder on ourselves because we've been learning a new bit of IT. So we'll be using People Planner by Access. So trying to learn a new piece of software and use it competently has been more challenging than I anticipated. And we're trying to offer the people we support much greater consistency of a sort of really small number, about 4 or 5 people supporting them. And guess what? That's made it even harder as well. So it's got me thinking about whether there are other ways that we can think about schedules or rotas. And one of the challenges for people working in home care is you can be working for an hour and a half supporting a number of people to get up in the morning, and then you've got a gap of an hour or an hour and a half before the lunchtime sessions start, and you're not paid for that hour and a half, and you've got to be local and have a coffee, and actually you can therefore spend a whole day working with people but not be paid for all the hours that you're doing, and that doesn't feel right. And economically that's very challenging to do anything else about it. So we're thinking about whether we can look at different shift patterns and different way of working that's going to make it feel much fairer to the colleagues that we've just recruited, as well as still being as person-centred as possible with the individuals we're going to be supporting. This is really hard. Out of all the things we've done so far, this is what's feeling the hardest. We're halfway there, but I'll let you know in a couple of weeks whether we've cracked this or whether this is just going to continue to be really difficult for us. So rotas and schedules, what a challenge, but can we do it in the most person-centred way possible? Do we need to think really radically differently about shifts as opposed to the patchwork or jigsaw that it often is at the moment? And how can we make it work for everybody? Our challenge to date.